I feel like my mother's big issue with me is she feels that other than Kenzie, I've never had any real responsibility. I've never really had anything to really take care of or anything that I ever had to worry about. But I was taking my brothers to school in the morning, I was making the groceries, I was cooking dinner. So I was never really able to have my own life per se.
As far as missing anything growing up, my weekends, school activities, I didn't really go to school activities. So just, I guess, that high school experience of being a high school student.
And then I'm stuck doing the things that my mom expected me to do. And I feel like now I'm being judged because she's expecting X, Y, Z, and that is not how it's going.
Y'all, it looks like everything that's been circulating on the internet about Judy Dupart being a messy person might be true because her very own daughter doesn't support her. Allegedly, Judy never really paid attention to her other kids because she was far too busy chasing that paper and clout. And get this, Judy's supposed multi-million-dollar brand Kaleidoscope is not as successful as she's made it appear to be, and more customers are gradually ditching the brand. Say what now? It looks like things in the Brat and Judy's household are far more messy than they show on their reality TV show, and what her daughter said tells a lot about who Jessica, aka Judy, really is. Ever since Judy and the Brat welcomed their son into the world, Judy and Brat have plastered his face and name all over social media. You can't make a left turn without seeing a picture or video of True in some corner of the internet, and that's a cutie, by the way. But from the way that Judy and the Brat talk about him and take care of him, it's obvious how happy they are to have him in their lives. At this point, it's starting to look like the baby is a money grab for them, and she's trying to milk every dollar she can while he's still young. His presence has already locked in another season of their reality show, but people have caught on to the fact that Judy and Brat are constantly filming the baby to extend their show and promote products. During an episode of their reality show, Brat and Judy even talked about choosing a white donor for their son because in their opinion, the only eligible black donor they had looked like Jiminy Cricket, and they didn't want their child looking like that at all. And if that's true, baby, I get it.
From thousands of donors down to 224 donors.
And one of them is
black.
Right, so this is an important issue. Unfortunately, there are just not enough black donors, black sperm donors, black egg donors. So unfortunately, the pool is limited for a lot of black fishes.
Our baby daddy can't be black?
Well, the thing is, not
if he looked like Jiminy Cricket.
The thing is,
one or two black people I saw, that thing ain't finna be looking like my child.
The couple got dragged to hell and back for what they said, and they tried to do the best they could to explain it.
Jokes about almost everybody that I saw. That one just happened to make it in the show. I wasn't trying to be mean or like say anything negative about black people. We were looking for a black donor. That we're black. We wanted a black donor. So it was just misconstrued and taken way out of context. Like, I talked about quite a few people as we joked looking for donors, but that's the one that made it, and I guess they thought it was funny, and I didn't think it would bother anybody, or else I would have taken it out. I had no idea people were gonna be so offended, but I meant no harm whatsoever. We wanted a black donor. Like, I was just like, what? People take things and run with it, and I'm like, what? People who know me know that I didn't mean any harm. So if I offended anybody, I do apologize, but...
And then the rumors started going around that the couple was actually looking for a white donor specifically because they wanted a child that would be more appealing and marketable to a wider audience. Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm just reporting what the streets in them is saying, okay? And now reports are emerging that Judy's daughter, Deja, can't stand Judy because she's always been attention hungry and would do anything to grow her business and brand, even at the expense of her children. Judy had 3 kids by the time she was 20 years old, but according to Deja, Judy wasn't really interested in being a mother and spent more time out of the house than in it. Whenever she saw an opportunity, she took it, and when Deja was still a child, she had to take up most of the responsibility that her mother should have been prioritizing. When Judy was out of the house hustling to earn money as a hairstylist for Kaleidoscope as well as other businesses, Deja was the one holding down her siblings, making sure that her brothers ate well, got to school on time, time and did their homework. Deja has often expressed that she feels she got robbed of her childhood with no one really there to guide her or look after her and her brothers, and she ended up having a lot of issues that their mother knew nothing about. But you would think that at least Judy would make sure that there was money flowing in so that the kids got everything that they needed. But reportedly, that was not the case at all. Judy was struggling financially, and if you know anything about starting a business, the first couple of years are like pouring water in a basket, and Judy was hardly making any money from Kaleidoscope. Now, there's always been talk that Judy allegedly scammed a few insurance companies back in the day and had people close to her take the fall. 2 of her hair salons mysteriously burnt down, and she got paid for that by insurance, which she used to start selling her hair care products, especially the Miracle Drops. But to sell products like that, you've got to have some personality, which Judy did not have. So she came up with the plan and attached herself with Supercent, who is a fellow New Orleans native social media mogul. And they would collaborate in videos to sell hair care products. And the products did sell for a while because Supercent is big in the Black social media market, and people really liked the videos she put out. And still, the scripted skits with Supercent wasn't enough to help Judy gain the followers and push her products forward the way she really wanted. So she did what most influencers do these days. She was gonna fake it till she made it. And child, Judy did that so well. Judy was using whatever money she had to flex on social media. Judy would buy luxury items and go to Bali and Mykonos. But Judy's daughter Deja is out here claiming that they were struggling to get by.
You feel like I have no responsibility, or I don't have no real, I guess, concept of the real world in a way. But I feel like technically I grew up early. I'm practically, in a sense, raised Byron and Jordan. I wouldn't say it didn't register for you, but it wasn't something that you noticed. But for me, I had to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was something that I had to go through. But at the time, it seemed like, oh, my mama didn't care.
I'm sitting here and I'm gonna listen because I love my child. But as far-fetched as this accusation is, she's the child that I provided the most for. So her sitting here saying this is quite offensive, but I'm really trying to keep it cool because I feel like I don't know where she's at mentally, and I'm gonna let her finish processing. Whew, imagine the child you did the most for coming in and telling you some like that.
And that's not all. When Kaleidoscope started gaining traction and growing, instead of staying at home, Judy established a workshop and started selling information on how to start a business. I mean, you gotta respect the hustle though. Now that they're older, Deja and her siblings really don't have a good relationship with Judy. Deja still finds it hard to relate to Judy even when she became a teen mom herself. When Deja became a teen mom, Judy allegedly wasn't supporting her daughter and granddaughter the way that Deja had hoped. Like, she spent thousands and thousands of dollars getting engagement rings for the brat, but scrunched her face when Deja asked if she could move in for a little while until she got on her feet. But maybe Judy isn't doing as well as she wants us to think, and maybe Kaleidoscope is losing money. There are a lot of mixed reviews when it comes to the brand. Some are saying that they love it, and others are out here saying that the products make their skin itch and they are losing their hair.
I know how y'all like to tussle about products, but this shit right here, this is how you use it. Trash.
Okay, TikTok hair product gurus, I need help. I recently bought these Kaleidoscope Miracle Drops, and in the bottle, it looks like there's water mixed with it. I don't know if this is like the normal consistency, but I'm gonna show you real quick and then y'all can tell me. Okay, so mind you, this is a new bottle that was unopened, but can you see how there's like a separation between 2 different liquids in the bottle? And when I take it out with the dropper, you can see that it looks like something is mixed with it, and it looks and feels like water on my skin. And I have a different one to compare. I'm gonna show you. Okay, that's it. Like water, weird. Versus my Miel, which you can tell is very obviously oil, even the way that it sits on the hand. Like, do you see? It's a weird mixture. The issue is I put it in my hair before I noticed. Is this normal for this product, or did I get a defective bottle or something? So I'm a little bit stressed about it. Please let me know if you tried it before.
Ooh, Lord, not the edges. And with Kaleidoscope allegedly not doing so well, people are saying that Judy plans to sink her claws into the brat and the baby they have together because that's the only way she's going to remain relevant and keep her businesses from falling apart completely. Quote, sad to find out it was all a scam to make money off the brat's fame. Really glad big sis is in her corner who didn't care for Judy from the jump, end quote. And another, quote, Judy and her daughter are going through what most single parents go through. Her daughter feels like she helped her mom be successful by watching and sacrificing her time to watch her siblings, but Judy's in denial, and until they come to a common medium, things will be toxic, end quote. But do y'all think Deja was onto something with the things she said about Judy? Let's talk in the comments and watch this video on how Lisa Ray really feels about the Brett and Judy's marriage.